So some people who weren't comfortable, say, doing their holiday shopping online last year had no choice, really. They did likely realize, though, it was a whole lot easier than going to the big stores and malls. Well, this year, many are expected to once again jump online to get those gifts. So here's what you need to know before you click on that mouse and risk getting ripped off by online predators, because they're out there, they're waiting for you. Shruti Shekar is a tech reporter at Android Central, and Shruti joins us this morning to help us kind of navigate this world that we live in now so we don't become victims for these scammers. Shruti, good morning and welcome. Let's start with online security. That's something I think a lot of people don't really think about.
100%. I mean, like you mentioned, a lot of people are wanting to shop online now because they've had a year's worth of practice. But is it actually practice? The Federal Trade Commission logged, I believe, 4.3 million cybercrime cases, and out of that, consumers lost $3.3 billion worth of money. So it's so important that we're being careful when we're online and we're shopping online. And one of the most important things that I always tell people, or advocates tell me all the time, is making sure that you're looking at the URL. If the URL says anything apart from HTTPS, it could be a scam website, it could be a malware website, a website that might want to take your information and you're not really paying attention to it. And the reason why that's important is because HTTPS, the S stands for secure, which means that the website's going to be secure, it's going to be safe, and you can do your shopping on it. And, you know, a lot of the times we don't pay attention to that, but I think it's really important that we do.
Okay, that's a good point. What do you mean by this one, secure checkout?
So a lot of websites will have secure checkouts, you know, this possibility of doing PayPal or whatever it may be. Make sure that those websites are using, you know, if it is a secure checkout, that it's actually going back to the website using authorized credit cards, so MasterCard, Visa, you know, those kind of companies. If a website says something like, why don't you send us Venmo or Cash App?
Yeah. Red flag.
Red flag. Don't do that. You know, I mean, definitely you don't want to do that because most companies are going to ask for as you mentioned, a secure payment. And that is so important. And also, I'd like to mention that if you are going to be doing a secure payment, try to pay with a credit card. If for whatever reason you end up getting scammed, it's a lot easier for a bank to track credit card statements as opposed to debit cards or a prepaid Visa, whatever that may be. Just try to use a credit card. It's definitely a lot easier to track if you have been scammed and actually to get paid back faster by the bank.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, the next thing you say is that you want to make sure that the device you're using is on the up and up.
Yes, of course. So if you have a device that isn't up to date in terms of its security or whatever it may be, make sure you're first doing that. And then on top of that, a lot of companies like to have apps, you know, if you're shopping on H&M, Zara, Amazon, Best Buy, make sure those apps are actually up to date and they're secure and everything is connected and everything is done properly. If your security is not good, chances are your phone's going to be a lot more vulnerable for attackers to actually hack into your phone and get information that's stored on your phone. So it's so important that you're actually updating your devices. You're making sure everything is clean and secure. And also, for that matter, don't save passwords and all of that in a note on your phone. Don't do that.
I know.
Don't do it.
I need to take care of that. I know. Where do you recommend you store that stuff, though? Seriously.
I mean, there's a lot of apps that are available. There's one in particular that comes into my head called LastPass. It basically stores all your passwords securely. If you're, you know, browsing on the internet, which also one more thing I should mention, try to avoid using your phone to do online shopping and try to use your computer. It's actually a lot more secure to do shopping on your computer as opposed to your phone. So on your computer, actually, Chrome, for example, saves all your passwords for you. And it's a very secure and proper way of doing it. But if you want to have a third party, LastPass is a great option. It saves your passwords.